Hello, survivors! Welcome to the State of Decay 2 stream. I'm your host, Brant Fitzgerald. Everything's wrong with the stream right now. Everything's broken. Our name tags are in the wrong places. We had this whole big elaborate plan of what we were going to do with the stream today, and then we just had bureaucratic and hardware foul-ups where nothing we tried worked. And so right now we're updating a new Xbox to hopefully be able to play the game. And it's at 94% right now. Hopefully it's going to get ready sometime soon. But in the meantime, we actually had some other stuff to talk about anyway. So...
You need to introduce me.
Oh, did I? Oh, well, that's Geoffrey Card over there.
Hello. I'm Geoffrey Card. I'm the lead designer on State of Decay 2.
Hold on a second. Let's, we should both be wearing hats.
There we go.
Okay.
Now they won't be able to tell the
They won't be able to tell us apart at all. Okay, so you guys know we've been teasing for like all month that there's going to be a new costume unlocking. In fact, you guys have probably been seeing it already in your closets. That there's a costume that you didn't have access to yet. It's going to be unlocking later this week, and so there's actually going to be a teaser trailer dropping at the same time. So first, we're going to show you guys some behind-the-scenes footage of not really footage, behind-the-scenes shots of the making of this trailer. That's Doug Williams. He's our art director. He's also the director of the trailer. And next to him is Dan Cole, who lit the whole thing. Because right now you're seeing them sort of scouting out during the daytime, but this trailer was shot at night. And when you see it, you're going to see why. There's a very distinct vibe that the trailer has. I haven't heard it with. I haven't seen it with music yet, but I'm assuming the music will be reminiscent of what we've heard before. Kind of an '80s style.
Alan is the perfect guy to shoot these promos for us too. His collection of like really goofy movies from the '80s and early '90s is encyclopedic.
And you can see that they're going with some really interesting lighting choices there. They're shooting at night, and you can see Drew. Drew, who you guys, if you've been watching the stream for a long time, Drew's been on here as a guest. Drew decided to play the main character of the trailer, and he's an excellent choice because of his stature, and you can see him right there. He really comes across as an intimidating figure. So speaking of intimidating figures, we actually do have another guest who could join us. So let's invite. Here.
I'm gonna push her. I'm gonna push her into frame.
Okay. Yeah. Let me get out of the way here. So we're gonna need to have a little bit of help getting this person in. All right. Right there. Everybody.
Center frame.
Welcome, Aaron Anderson, who is modeling the new mask that we are going to be revealing at the end of this week. As you can see, it is a lovely representation of the Swine and Bovine mascot. Which, you know, if you've been seeing the Swine and Bovine signs, the mascot is half pig, half cow, and so our costume designer, Susan Jessup, is not satisfied to just make these things digitally. I should get back in this chair.
Yeah, you take that chair.
She is not satisfied to just make things digitally. She makes them in the real world and then scans them into the game. And so she's actually made this version of it for herself, I think, for Halloween. So Aaron is here showing it off. And you are going to be able to put this monstrosity on your characters when this thing unlocks. So we know that there have actually been. Hi, Aaron. we know that there are modders.
No.
Oh my god, and it smells horrible.
I know.
So we know that there are modders who have already revealed the appearance of this character in the game, and so we were gonna hold off and like wait until the teaser launched, and so to share it with you guys, but we know a lot of you have already seen it anyway, so we figured we'd share this. Just absolute nonsense.
The bone detail
All right, the
here.
creepiest thing about this is that that's not really a mask. That's Susan just sewed together two heads.
All right, so
I already tried that.
okay, so the build that we've got that we were depending on, that we hoped was going to work, for some reason is also not working. It might actually end up being impossible for us to do the stream today.
Here. Just do it. I'm
All right, so Brant is going to join us here with the mask. I've never tried the mask on. Maybe I should wear the mask.
Go ahead. There's no breathing holes.
Of any kind.
Yeah, and get a whiff of that too.
It is so heavy. There's a lot of like latex or whatever this is made out of in
Watch
here.
your glasses.
My
They're
glasses are
gonna
going to
come
be a problem, yeah. So we might not have a game to play with you folks.
Sorry.
Oh, holy crap. I can't even tell which way is forward. Oh. Can anyone hear my voice? I don't even know. I mean,
No, that's better. Actually, so once again, I'm Geoffrey Card, and let's talk about Geoffrey Card over. I'm sorry, I can't do this. This is
So a long time ago, before we were even doing our own stream, when we would just go on the Xbox channel, we did a Halloween stream one time with me and Jeff Strain sitting there in a pig mask and a horse mask. And we wore them about as long as we could. It ended up being about 5 minutes before we were just dying. We had to take them off.
Yeah, the infamous when I had to pay off the bet when I did the Hulu,
yeah.
I started off with that porpoise mask on.
Oh, that's right,
and
the
I
porpoise
almost
mask.
passed out.
So what we might have today is a very short stream that is entirely about showing this mask off, and then it ends. Aaron is right now doing the technical labor of trying to swap in yet another, our third Xbox of the day, trying to make things work.
It's gonna work.
Aaron is convinced because
gonna be fine.
this is her Xbox, so her Xbox is going to have the magic.
Yeah. If anyone Xbox is gonna work in this studio, it's mine.
I mean, we can try and answer questions.
Yeah, so we've mostly got people reacting to the mask. Wolfo says that the mask is just horrifying. It's Wolfo
This
season
is-
5, episode 1. I don't know what that is.
Wrong? Look at this.
What?
This is
Morally wrong.
there's something horribly wrong here. Ah. Okay.
Okay, yeah. So,
All right.
so the story of this was Susan Olenek, who you folks have met on this stream before, she was heading up that team, and she made, I think it was her her suggestion, that it would be cool to get a swine and bovine mask, like a mascot, for instance. In fact, there's an Xbox avatar item, which is a swine and bovine mascot head. And she was like, we could do something like that, a swine and bovine mascot head. We'll do it for Halloween. It's a costume. That'll be great.
Yeah, it's something you'd get at like a kid's fair or something.
Yeah, or
Disneyland
like a furry
version.
convention.
Yeah.
And so that's what she asked for, and so Susan was like, oh, so a head that's half pig and half cow, of course. So Susan Jessup, our artist, went home and was like, how about this? And came up with this thing.
Came back with this horror show.
And shared it on Slack, and we were all just like, we used every emoji that was available to respond to it. We're just like, I mean, first of all, we were all shocked, and then, yes, this must go into the game.
Yeah.
Every time we show it to anyone, anytime we showed it to somebody at Microsoft or anyone with authority, we're always like, okay, now before you look, just get into the right frame of mind. They just make sure you haven't eaten anything that was too volatile. And I just heard the sound of the game possibly being ready to play.
Okay, so this is a great example of Geoffrey and I should have just listened to Aaron from the start.
I told him how to fix it.
This was
She
her
is
suggestion.
always right.
Okay, so any particular community I should play here? They're all 0 days. Do you care about any of them?
They're all garbage.
They're all garbage, just like my communities that I've devoted time and loving attention
All right.
to.
I'm going to ruin this, so I'm going to take it off and put it.
Okay, so our plan for today was that I was going to, let's see here, I was going to play and Brant was going to read the chat, because Brant's better at reading the chat, and I never get to play. So that's what we're going to do for the next 45 minutes, everybody. So let's, Brant, you know what you're doing. Play here is what we want, I think. So we're going to go, I don't know. I usually play Standard Zone.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Do you think maybe we should go Dread Zone? Should we
Yeah,
do
I
Dread
mean,
Zone?
it's not your community. Go ahead and go Nightmare.
I've got a Nightmare community at home that I never play.
Just wanted to say bye, everybody.
Bye, Aaron!
Bye, Aaron.
So yeah, Death Crow says Brant is Geoffrey and Geoffrey is Brant for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much what we're doing, yeah.
And we're going to scare the crap out of our kids. You might want to tell your wife that I'm coming over
Yes,
too.
exactly.
Heather, hello.
Okay. Oh, we're showing our debug stuff. Oh,
No.
Oh, no.
There we go.
There we go. Whew. Okay.
This is what happens when I'm Geoffrey Card.
Okay, bring it back. I think we're good. All right, so let's pick who we want to have here. So we got Sakinadicky. We got Jack Stevens and Shorty. Okay, obviously we have to go with Shorty. We got Mia Hale. I'm mostly just going for good names. I kind of don't care about these characters. R.W. Oh, that's named after my brother-in-law, actually. Inferno.
Yes.
Inattentive cook named Inferno.
Perfect.
That is exactly what we are
This is
doing.
exactly what we needed today.
I think we need to kind of sit closer together.
Yeah.
Here.
I don't mind seeing this.
Cuddling up. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, and we got to do Wonder, right? Obviously, Wonder. So
now,
Wonder, Inferno, and Shorty.
If you get Wonder killed, I'm leaving. I'm just gonna walk away from this.
Because Wonder becomes Inferno.
Yeah.
If you get her killed, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we have a responsibility now.
And Wonder is an expert in geek trivia, which just feels perfect.
Okay, so I don't even know what we're doing, except for the fact that Geoffrey's playing.
Yeah, which is going to be fascinating, I'm sure, for everyone.
I'm supposed to keep track of chat, which I probably won't do, but
You've all seen this cutscene.
let's just say, first of all, hello, everybody.
Hi!
Oh,
right.
I didn't see you there.
Oh, let me see. I got to change my settings.
Just need to see Geoffrey, not me.
Whatever. There it is.
Oh, wait.
Ooh.
Matt Saunders asked a very important question.
What? Oh, what?
Matt Saunders asked me, what is better, Red Dwarf or Firefly? And the answer is, how could two perfect things exist in the same universe at the same time? The proof is that there is a Red Dwarf and a Firefly.
All right. So I think we got to wear this. We got to wear this apron, obviously.
So we're showing them this?
Apparently so. I don't know.
We're Geoffrey, that means we're live. We're showing it right now.
What? Oh, okay. Well, let me hide that again. Sorry.
It's out there. So
And nothing else is unlocked.
What, in 4 days, if you log in from the 25th to the end of the month.
Yeah. 24th to the end of the month. It's sometime on the 24th. So if you come in the 25th, it'll definitely be ready.
Yeah. You'll get this. It'll just show up, right?
Yeah. All you got to do is get into one of your save games.
Yeah.
You can't unlock it from the front end. You got to actually start playing. But then once you do that, you'll get it. Okay. So where am I headed? I'm headed to the house. Yes, that's right. I'm sure everything is going to go swimmingly. Who am I playing as right now? Oh, I'm Wonder right now, of course. Hey, Wonder.
So, Data Nipa 101 asks about custom vehicle skins. Let us, let us get this down. Let us get this out to you guys. We've got lots of big plans and lots of time to do it in. So we're looking at all sorts of options right now for more packs and more challenges. And when we started the bounty stuff, it was just weapons, and now it's weapons and
outfits.
So that
who knows what else will join the list?
Stands to reason that we're going to try to keep expanding those options so that people continue to come back and play and hopefully enjoy the game.
But we can't promise any particular time frame right now, so.
Oh, I love this. Karen32 on Mixer says, Juggernaut Mask plus Neutral Enclave equals Panic and Go Hostile. That would be amazing. If you show up in one of these two gory, horrific masks.
They just immediately go hostile.
I mean, they are in the apocalypse. They're living with zombies. So, yeah, if you see somebody with this gross, decaying, especially Juggernaut.
I mean, you got to assume that's probably a zombie. What human would ever dress like that?
So it's time for us to claim this place and move in.
Ooh, time
As
to claim
Aaron
this place.
walked around with the hat on.
Yeah. All right, let's go claim it. Keep getting distracted.
Renee Longoria, vehicle mods are a completely different idea, and honestly, probably not on the table for quite some time. But you can keep hoping.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we'd love to do it. It's one of those things where
just being completely, trying to be completely transparent about what we're able to do. Vehicle mods is probably not going to happen.
It's it would be a major sort of upending to a system that's already working.
Yes.
And so it would take a lot of time, be very disruptive.
And we all know how perfect our vehicle physics are right now.
It would. Yeah.
Introducing a new set of physics onto each one of our vehicles, we'll all be exploring the moon.
So let's see what we got. Okay, so we have no meds, no ammo, and no fuel. So
this is Aaron's community?
This is a brand new community.
Okay, I was going to say she just did set us up for success here.
I say, she's usually way more organized than that. I'd be kind of surprised.
I know she didn't imply her production methodology to this at all.
So let's.
Aaron, if you're watching, I'm very.
Oh, actually, wait.
I'm very disappointed.
So range is completely out of fuel, so that's not going to be any good. Let's go and climb something. Where am I going? I don't know my way around. No, that is not where I was going.
Yeah,
Get out of there.
What is the over-under for how long before the first character dies? I'm going to give Geoffrey 11 minutes.
The question is, can Geoffrey get out of the base? That's the first thing I have to overcome. So I've actually started playing the game more at home, partly to, because when you're playing the game in like little fits and starts at the office, that's just a completely different experience from playing it as, a player at home. So I've been trying to spend a lot more time playing the game at home lately. So I'm a little better now than I used to be, but not by a huge margin. Hopefully I'll be able to get a little bit better at it as we go.
Oh, that's a great idea. ASMR love for... Okay, I can't. You know who you are. Undead Labs, are we going to have to run over cows to get the Swine Bovine mask? What a great idea. Because I made the breakable cows and I was very proud of them at the time. And actually still am.
Breakable cows is not a phrase you often hear, even in the world of video games. Nick Gonzalez asks, could we get a list of things that are at least unlikely in regards to the wish list?
We don't want to really do that.
We don't want to dash your hopes, partly just because some things that seem unlikely right now to us, it could change. If we try to give you a definitive word right now, then I don't know. I feel like we'd be maybe cheating you out of some opportunities.
Well, and that's also why I tried to soften the blow on those vehicles.
Place could make a handy outpost.
If we're still working on this game like 4 years from now, and we've run out of all the other things, why not?
If we're working on this 4 years from now, if people are still coming to State of Decay like they are, and we're working on this, and we don't have vehicle mods, then I'll do another hula dance and get a tattoo. How about that? I'll do both.
Can you get a tattoo of a hula dancer?
No.
Okay.
Because the tattoo is already I already know what I'm getting.
All right. That's the best kind of bet, is one that you're already okay with the downside of. All right, so we need meds. You can sometimes get meds at a Tartan Mart. So I'm gonna look in the Tartan Mart.
Oh, Reaper Rose, I don't think a live tattoo stream would be that much fun. Because there's lots of crying.
Yeah.
Me passing out constantly.
I was saying, especially if I was getting the tattoo. I'd
still be crying and passing out if you were getting the tattoo.
Yeah, if you just watch me trying to have blood drawn by a doctor.
This is just drawn on. I draw this on meticulously every Monday morning.
Yeah, you're kind of like that guy who would go around drawing counterfeit like $20 bills.
Yes.
And spending them at the grocery store. Mm-hmm. You've gotten that good at drawing that tattoo.
Yeah, it used to take me 6 hours to draw it. Now it's like 8 minutes. So we're good.
That was the most half-hearted zombie I've ever seen. He just sort of flung his arm at me.
Okay, so Undead Labs, can we get throwing axes, knives, and pocket sand?
You mean to throw sand in people's faces?
First of all, the really important question here is, what is pocket sand? Second of all...
Is it like pocket lint, but if you live at the beach?
I don't know.
I'm very disappointed in this Tartan Mart.
Throwing axes and throwing knives... because we're so dedicated to realism, the possibility of actually killing a zombie with a throwing knife, you gotta
basically hit the eye.
You gotta destroy the medulla oblongata. That'd be cool. It's not on our radar at this moment, but it'd be cool.
Yeah, no, I agree. It would be cool. One of my favorite things to to kill people with in Call of Duty is knives and hatchets.
Oh,
I don't do it very often because I'm terrible.
There's
but
those videos of guys like starting out, they know where to throw it, and the axe goes across the map and then kills
it hits and spawn kills somebody. Yeah, totally. So this week, I'm actually really pleased with anybody who does go get the Swine and Bovine Mask, because we are competing with Call of Duty that day. Call of Duty is releasing on the same day that Swine and Bovine Mask is releasing. So
you want a military-grade plastic fork? Okay, just remember that fork was made by the lowest bidder. Okay, moving on. World War II, German World War II weapons. Well, don't say that too loud, because Dan Mode has been chomping at the bit to make a whole load of the German World War II firearms.
Yeah, he's a real buff for those historical weapons. Do you think maybe the last container's on the roof? I'm not seeing.
It probably is. It's probably a HVAC up on top there.
Oh, that makes sense.
So.
Oh, look! This thing came with some gas. Perfect. Refuel the
Enrique
vagabond.
Stanislaw on YouTube. New outfits, more weapons, costumes. Yes.
You know exactly what to ask for.
Exactly. Ask us for stuff that we have in the pipeline. And we can give you good news.
Yeah, and we have heard, by the way, for anyone who might want to ask, we have heard about like some of the bugs people have been seeing with the outfits. We know that some folks have been having outfits land in their inventory instead of in the community, in the closet. And there are easy workarounds for that. Basically, I think that seems to happen only with your initial 3 characters in your community. So if you switch to a different character or quit the game and come back, you can usually basically pull it out of, like if you stuck it in your supply locker, you can pull it back out of your supply locker, and it will go into your closet just fine. So there are workarounds for that bug. We are working on a genuine solution, though, that will keep it from happening in the first place. We're also working on some solutions for folks who, there are some people who have really dedicated a ton of time to going through the game and looting everything they can to try to get all of the outfits unlocked. And the way that our random number generators work for depositing loot, sometimes that can result in a lot of frustration. Not at the beginning. At the beginning, everybody gets a ton of outfits. But towards the end, basically, once you've unlocked most of the outfits in a category, that last outfit, it's really easy for the game to just keep rolling the outfits you already have, and then you don't get the outfits you don't have. And you can go a long time without getting the last outfit. So we're working on making changes to the way that works so that folks don't have to face that frustration. No exact promises on exactly what the solution is going to be, but we are hard at work on it.
Let's see. Death Crow. I think Death Crow's trolling us because we can't do a Batman suit because then DC would own our company for copyright infringement. But, we always have fun making quote-unquote legally acceptable variants of things like, I don't know, Senior Pokey.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to go any farther down the road of, like, the World War II stuff. I know
Ow!
that...
Almost out.
Oh, that's what snacks are for.
I can't. God, my eyes are so bad today. I can't read.
Oh, you stupid zombies. Okay.
Could we
Everything's
hopefully
fine.
revive fallen survivors in the near future?
Oh, like when somebody dies and they become a zombie, and then you give them mouth to mouth after they're a zombie. I think you should go try that. That's a good plan.
That is a great way to usher yourself into the undead afterlife.
We have been talking about maybe making it easier to find your zombified people, so you can at least get your stuff back. That's a conversation that's been sort of ongoing for a long time. It keeps falling behind other priorities, other things we want to improve more than that experience. But that is something that is sort of somewhere on the list.
So
What did I
Doug
just get?
Dimmadome on Mixer says, so there's no chance of special sci-fi weapons? We already gave you those. That was Daybreak. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, so my favorite sci-fi weapons are usually weapons that feel like they're rooted in reality. Like blasters and phasers are kind of not really my thing. I tend to really appreciate things like the pulse rifles and aliens and stuff like that, where you feel like, oh yeah, there probably is a real technology that could lead to a weapon that looks and feels and acts like
You
this.
mean the M40A1 10mm explosive tip caseless?
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly that kind,
Place
yes.
has been bled dry.
Yeah, I got some meds. Laying a foundation of prosperity.
Big Lou, I would love to see an homage to the character of Alan Gunderson. I would love it.
Okay, so we just got one spot left here.
Let's see.
We should probably head home. Just trying to think. Probably want to get some... Oh, you know what? Let's see if there's a materials.
How about a
bag over
Ratman
here.
suit? Perfect. As long as that's not copyrighted by anybody, we're good.
Ratman?
Ratman.
That's a character in The Stand.
Oh, well, sorry. Can't do it. Why do you guys keep trying to get us sued? That's not cool.
Yeah, that, famously litigious Stephen King. I have no idea. If
I
he
don't
has
know either.
I don't know if he has...
He probably doesn't control who sues on his behalf either.
Yeah, that's probably true. And so, yeah, there's a lot of lawyers who, when they authors get advised that you need to do things like shutting down fan art, shutting down fan fiction, that kind of thing.
Are we talking about that?
I think we can probably talk in vague terms about that. So, Awesome Twitch Dude just asked, is there going to be an update next month? So we are trying, in general, to release fairly often as we can. So while we can't really promise that there's necessarily going to be an update every month, we are going to still try to stay at about that cadence. We don't want to go too long without giving you folks something to play with. So whether it's something large like the outfits update, or if it's something a lot smaller like a new category of bounties or a new set of outfits or something like that. We're going to keep trying to stay on top of that and keep the content coming. But no promises about specific dates or specific months.
And there was a whole bunch of links to our support sites, but we also have a wish list that is curated. We actually...
Oh, yeah. Support link, that thing right there. If you click that little eye, that one.
Magically,
yes. There we
this
go.
right there. Go there. There's a wish list, and people actually look at it. And we base some of our decisions. I gotta stop drinking so much whiskey before lunch.
Is that your what's his name, Sean Connery impression? Decisions.
No, we very carefully look at the numbers of those wish lists and how much support each idea has.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that every idea that gets to the top of the wish list will necessarily happen, because there's always technical and logistic things, but knowing what you guys are particularly interested in really does help us a lot in making decisions about priorities.
Wolfo88 asks, is it possible for base expansion to be added to the game? Not in its current form. That would also be another one of those major systems updates.
Yeah, it's like a very structural change to the way the bases are handled.
Yeah.
It's the kind of thing that would just simply be much easier to do in a future iteration or a new game mode or something like that, which is a little bit beyond the our reach in the immediate future.
Okay, I've actually heard this question before. It just flew by me, so I can't actually see who it was. But somebody says, "I'm a simple man. I just want to run around in a thong." and I got asked yesterday about if we're going to get Speedos in the game.
Yeah. So do you want to disabuse them of that notion?
Yes, I'm going to disabuse all of those of you who want to run free in the apocalypse. There are games for that. It's just not State of Decay.
Yeah. If you want to play Dead Rising, that's a game that
I think
full of
they start you off. I think Conan, they start you off buck naked. So,
absolutely, yeah.
I mean,
what was that? Oh, what's the name of that other game? Dang it, the super ridiculously detailed survival simulator. Not coming to my head. There's another one though. You start completely naked. It's great.
Excellent. So, yeah.
All right, so let's see here. So I've been this character for a little while. I've
It might be
completely
Rust.
banged up Wonder. So let's switch over to Shorty. Shorty needs to. Let's see what Shorty should wear though. I don't have any ninja hoodies.
Blank the Tank,
We got
you
nothing.
rock.
We got nothing.
You rock.
You know
not
what?
us.
She's got a Skull Eagle shirt on. You know, I'm not going to change a thing. She's great. Shorty, you are my favorite.
Foamy DC wants you to set off fireworks at your base.
Oh, of course they do. Let's see, what do I have in my
What do
inventory?
you have to celebrate right now?
Having survived.
Being really hungry?
The fact that the game is running it all for us right now is actually pretty impressive.
Actually, this is true.
What are all these people doing here?
See, we don't even have to have a fireworks show,
Nope.
and this is what happens.
Nope.
Let your NPCs deal with
Yeah, getting out of here.
the housewarming committee.
All right, so I was hoping that the car would just attract all these guys, and I could run them over. But this is Dread Zone, and so it's not going to be. The car is not going to like it for as long as it does in standard.
Golden asks if we can add a duster to the game, and
Like a crop duster or like
No.
a feather duster?
I'd love a crop duster.
Oh, you mean the jacket?
The jacket, and that's probably a no-go because of
Physics around the
physics and clipping issues around the leg, and we'd basically have to have somebody go through both our male and female animations, which are all, there's thousands of files, and they'd have to make sure that in every case the coat wouldn't clip through. So we just don't have the
wherewithal to do that.
Yeah.
But I appreciate, though, that somebody asked for a duster and not... Usually it's a trench coat they're asking for. But a duster feels like it's much more, like, within the style, like the sort of frontiersy survival sort of nature of the game. So I appreciate the sort of staying on brand.
Type Metals asks, we need Brant skins in the game, and I'm happy to announce it's already in there. I was full body scanned and used as the model for the bloater. What? What are you laughing about?
Nothing. It's just, you know.
Don't body shame me, Geoffrey. I am who I am. Love me or don't. But
I love you, Brant.
okay.
Oh, get off my neck! No. Zombies remind me of my 4-year-old. Ugh. Okay. Anyway, except I don't do that to the 4-year-old, just to be clear.
Cool Mo D, we did show the outfit, but hit pause, Geoffrey.
Pause? What? Pause? Pause.
Let's show the outfit again.
Oh, yeah. How do we do that? You want to just, no tags? Do you want to do no tags right there? Click that. Yeah. Do we want to, where is the,
Did we
the mask?
Didn't we have a picture of it?
we do.
You can show it.
Yeah, so actually, okay, go back to play here. Yeah, no, we can. I've got a picture of it right here.
There we
So
go.
we should tell you guys about this contest. So that is a picture of the Swine and Bovine outfit that you can get starting on the 24th. But we're also doing a contest from the 24th to the 31st. And so you can get, we're going to post a blog post on the 24th that gives you all of the details. But the basic idea is every day on social media, Megan's going to post some kind of riddle. And when you read the riddle, you got to go into the game and you got to take a screenshot of what you think the answer to the riddle is. And so people send in their screenshots. We're going to judge the screenshots, the whole set that people turn in. And the winner is going to get a pillowcase full of candy and State of Decay swag. And then there's going to be like 5 runner-ups, and they're going to get smaller containers full of the same stuff. So definitely keep your eyes on our social media channels for that. So screenshot contest
We spare
on the 24th.
no expense.
Absolutely no expense.
You're getting a pillowcase out of probably my closet and candy that's left over from...
Yeah, there's actual Brant sweat stains all over that pillowcase. It's going to be great.
Don't eat the candy. Let's just get that out of the way right now.
So pay attention. So on the 24th, not only are you paying attention to this costume appearing in the game, but watch our social media feeds. You'll get all the details then, and we would love to see what you guys come up with. Maybe we'll even share a few on the stream. We'll have to see.
Diversified, we're always trying to fix the laggy, glitchy multiplayer.
Yes, we've
Thanks for reminding us, though.
we've made some strides. Certainly, we're getting a lot less disconnects than we used to get.
Let's see, which one am I turning off?
But it's the contest one on the top of the right-hand column there. Doink, doink. There we go.
Nothing of use.
Doop-da-doop. I'm searching the fire station. I want some axes. I don't know if that's what I get in the fire station. Oh, ow! Oh,
Blank the
jerk
tank.
zombie.
Obviously, the apron is pretty form-fitting. It's actually kind of sexy.
Yes.
If you don't mind something being covered in gore and,
Yeah, Drew looked amazing in it. So, switch into this monster. What else? Nope. 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 You are not going to bite me. Die.
Wow.
I like it when it works out like that.
Yeah.
Nice little final hit there.
That was juicy, too.
Very splashy. Any containers in here? Looking for 2 more containers. Get
Jeffrey's
out of my face.
Jeffrey's using the Halligan-inspired bar in the, I don't know.
What's it called? It's called it says Halligan tool. There
really?
we go.
Okay,
yeah.
well,
I guess
good.
we decided that was okay. Maybe they're in here?
We ain't alone, of course.
Oh, we ain't alone. Look in here. Always fast search. 2 Halligan tools. I'm gonna outfit my whole community with these suckers.
Okay. MRD Gaming has a great idea, and I wonder if we could do this.
Ooh, is it the fuel?
Use the leg lamp from Christmas Story as a melee
As a weapon? That actually, so when I went to PAX this year, one of my favorite games on the floor is Brigador. It's a game that's already out. You can get it on Steam. They're doing a sequel right now, and so I got to meet the Brigador guys, which made me very, very happy. But one of it's a mech fighting game, and one of their mechs was just like a big pair of legs, like very shapely legs that would just walk around and blast everything with guns. It was great.
Excellent.
It was a lot like the leg lamp. I have got so much car gear. It's the best. I have no door, though. That seems like an important piece of car gear.
You don't need air conditioning.
Yeah, that's true.
And it helps get all the smoke, apparently, from your
engine.
almost blown up car out of the way.
Yeah, directly into my face. I actually always wanted to have a Jeep like this with like the doors off and everything and drive around. And then I moved to Seattle. And it's really hard to have a very open car when you're driving around in one of the rainiest cities in the country.
Well, and lots of other reasons, too. You'd inevitably find somebody living in your car the next morning.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, so this was back when I lived in California. That's what I wanted was a car like this. So I can still sort of live the dream here in Meager Valley. It never rains in Meager Valley. Aren't we glad it never rains in Meager Valley? No one has ever asked us to make it rain in Meager Valley.
Why would we change the splash screen? Oh, I see. Why? So change the splash screen from Xbox Game Studios
instead of Microsoft Studios. I'm pretty sure that they've grandfather in games that use old logos. I mean, I don't think they go through and update every single game that already came out whenever they change the logo. So it doesn't seem like it would be a huge priority. Okay, so we're going to keep most of this stuff. Throw that pipe away. Halligan tool. This stuff's all useful.
Uncle Kai, I beg to differ. The Juggernaut mask will never get boring.
Oh, wait a minute.
Maybe for you, but not for me. So we're at 50-50 right now. We're even split.
All right. So how do you folks feel about the fact that when I repair this vehicle, the physical damage to the vehicle goes away, the door comes back, but all the blood stays on the fenders?
I mean, what do you want, man?
I mean, like, if I was repairing this car, I would at least hose it down, right?
Yeah, but you don't have water at your base right now.
Should that be the determining factor?
Man, you throw them out there like that.
You're right. I don't have running water. What am I talking about? Water is precious.
Seriously? Wash the blood off your car.
Like,
gross.
I mean, there are other ways for a human to produce liquids to clean things with.
Now, Reaper has a great idea. I would love for you to be able to drive in the river and wash the blood off your car.
Yes, okay, that's a good idea. I like that idea. All right. So, I don't even know. I just started driving. I don't know where I'm going. Where am I going? What does my community need? Ammo. Okay, where's good ammo here in northern Meager Valley?
The police station's way up there.
Way up here? Like there-ish? Okay.
No, farther, but that's okay. You'll get there soon. I'll
see what that is then.
I just lost the question I wanted to.
Oh no.
Have you thought about creating custom characters? Like, if you're talking about allowing you to like craft a character, that's kind of against everything that State of Decay has been from the very beginning. Simply because we wanted this to be everyday people, and you got what you got because you're not, in any sort of disaster, you're not going to be able to pick and choose your capabilities.
Yeah. You didn't even. I mean, not only can you not pick and choose what kinds of people are available to you as allies, you didn't even get to pick or choose yourself.
Yeah.
You didn't decide where you were born or what opportunities you had. You chose some of the opportunities to follow.
Oh.
This is a house.
It's like I didn't work on this. Sailor Wolf points out that the police station I just sent you to is a base and therefore won't have any.
Oh yeah, of course.
Now keep going. There's a great
something
spot
up here.
There's a great spot across the bridge.
We can just raid the trailer park. I don't know what that'll have though.
I mean, it might have ammo, but just keep going. I guarantee there's ammo straight across the river.
Right.
There's that big.
Oh, hey, look at that police station.
Yay,
it is so
police
barricaded. That is the most secure police station I've ever seen. Ooh, what's in the back of this van? You cannot get enough toolkits. I hope there's toolkits in the back of this van.
I mean, it is a handy van.
You'd think that it should.
Look.
Yes.
Ask and you shall receive.
Take that, zombie. So am I prying his vertebrae apart? Is that what I'm doing in that animation?
Is that the one where it took an extra? I didn't see it.
I think a motion capture artist died to make that animation. I don't think that's actually true. Please don't quote me or summon me into court. Whoa.
If all the soldiers in our game were trained the same as the Red Talon guys, then the Red Talon guys wouldn't be unique and exciting.
Yeah, that's true. Red Talon is special because they were trained. They've trained themselves specifically in zombie fighting, which is just a completely different discipline.
Go where that satellite dish is.
Okay.
But go around.
Go the other side.
Yeah.
Not the side with the juggernaut on it. Are you sure?
Oh, I didn't see the jug.
Yeah, I think there's a juggernaut there. Oh wait, it's black. It's been pre-looted.
Oh.
No.
That's terribly disappointing.
All right. We're gonna find somewhere else. It's fine. Everything's fine.
There's a gun shop all the way at the other end.
I got some gas.
Oh, there's a gun shop up here.
Right up here?
Well, around the bend, past the.
We got enough gas. We're fine.
I'm sure 9/10 of the people here are screaming at us like we've just driven by. Guns are us.
Yeah, there's probably several like hunting shacks around here that we haven't noticed, and that's the thing. When you work on a map this big, it's like working on it is just a completely different experience from playing it. And so like the way you record your memories about where things are and it's about how useful they are when you're a player. But when you're an artist, it's about where they belong in the fiction and aesthetically, and it's just a different kind of memory. And so you don't think of it.
ASRB asks if we get a T-Rex Espresso shirt. I promise that will be in. I promise you.
Oh, we got Jester's Jerk Shack.
I mean, the only way it doesn't get in is if we get an email tomorrow saying that we are not working on this game anymore, which is highly unlikely.
But let's make sure we've got enough gas to continue on as far as we need to. Actually, know what we should do? We need to go find Cash Momon so that we can get credit for all this stuff we're getting.
How do you keep up with this?
Oh, I don't. I am the worst at watching the chat. Are you kidding? That's why I made you do it.
Bilbo asks, can we have jugganatas, like piñatas?
Jugganatas.
They spill out ammo and snacks when you break them open.
We did always have that idea. We would love to have a juggernaut that just dropped a feral. As soon as you killed it, a feral burst out of its stomach.
Like it ate a feral, or it's gestating one?
It's gestating a feral.
Gross! Come on.
You think I have enough gas?
Stop the broadcast.
You think I have enough gas in toolkits? I think I might have enough gas in toolkits. More gas!
Perfect.
More gas!
Would you guys add a cheat mode? That's a Geoffrey question.
So I think that's the kind of thing, like if we were to add a mode where you got to just completely change the rules of the game and stuff like that, that's probably one of the last things we would release. Like if we were really sort of like moving on from State of Decay 2, there was something else on the horizon, and we were sort of making the last update to this game, we've frequently talked about that sort of thing being what we would want the last update to be. It's something that sort of opens the game up to you folks to be able to creatively do even more with it, than we were able to do during our tenure as its stewards.
So Leroy, my dude from YouTube, asks a pretty good question. Hey, do you think with the addition of clothing in the future, would it be possible to have a survivor equipped with the gear you'd expect to find them in, like a cop wearing a cop uniform? And well, I mean, we already sometimes have soldiers wearing soldier outfits.
Yeah, the soldiers are the closest thing we've done to that. The way that our game works right now. The traits of a character do actually have the potential to give them equipment that is appropriate to their background. Like if you get a character with a police background, there's a decent chance they'll have like a decent service weapon or something like that on their hip.
So we just need to make some police outfits, is basically what you're saying.
But outfits are actually harder to associate with it. We would actually need a new feature to associate outfits with traits, and so that's the thing we're missing.
We'll give you a little inside tip here. Getting engineering time on a feature is like pulling teeth.
It's just because engineers are very precious. We don't have nearly as many here as we want to.
Yeah.
Which means we overwork the ones that we have. No, we don't. We're very nice to them. But
I think most of them say they're over. I'm just kidding.
yeah, no.
I need to go make sure that they're still shackled to their desks. That's my other job.
Exactly. But yeah, no, it's a very specialized skill, and when you try to use it judiciously on where we need it.
Mr. Singh, we did not give up on anything, especially putting Heartland into the main game. And we've answered this quite a few times. It's the Heartland map was not set up to be a homestead map, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't have any other bases. It would need a lot of work, and we have other irons in the fire at the moment. So,
yeah, there are a lot of missions and things like that only work in the maps where we have actually set up the infrastructure for for those missions to work. And so we would have to completely rework the map in order to do it. So, I'm definitely not saying never, but it's more than just dropping it into the game. Like there's definitely serious work that would need to be done on it. But the same people that might be working on something different that you guys might like even more. So, and no specifics on that, but we've got a lot of things in the fire right now that we're pretty excited about. And so ask us, think about it again in, next year sometime and see if you feel like we worked on the right priorities when we had the chance. In the meantime, though, we're definitely not saying never on that. It would be totally cool if we could pull that map into the main game.
And Type Metal, your question about servers versus having client-based or host-based stuff.
Type stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it would be great. Of course, that would solve a lot of our multiplayer issues, but
very high cost.
That might be, of all the requests we've heard today, that might be the most massive of all requests, because we were obligated and had to make a choice about how we were going to do it, and that decision was made for us, and it's based on a lot of things, including the cost of maintaining servers and spinning up new ones when servers fill up. It's a massive expense keeping servers running, and
the problem is basically if we were to take on that cost, it would probably mean we would have to sunset the game a lot sooner.
Yeah.
The fact that our game does not have a really high running cost means that we get to kind of keep supporting it like this.
Yeah.
With things like all of these free updates that we're doing. These could not be free updates if we had this constant suck of money coming out of the game. You'd have to be paying a lot more in order to keep us afloat.
Yeah.
And so I really like the fact that our game has an extremely low cost to maintain, which means that we can keep doing things like this and make our lives less about figuring out how to get more money from you folks and more about how to make the game more entertaining.
Yeah.
So actually, let's see here. So
So Monkey Bomb asks if there's a chance for a city map, and I mean we love the idea. We did one in Lifeline. The difficulty comes in. I mean, we're already kind of pushing our memory loading to the limit with this kind of density, and until we figure out a system that's more efficient. Trying to load in all the stuff that would be in a block full of multi-story buildings kind of makes me want to throw up right now. Just because, not because I don't like the idea, because it's really hard for us with this system right now to think about streaming that much content. We'd probably have a lot more of those little loading screens, where you're driving along and it goes black for a second. If we were to do that today. But I love that idea, and we had so much fun with Lifeline anyways, that it would be fun to try and do something like that again. But
I love one thing I love about our game is the fact that in most open world games there's just lots of buildings that are fake, that are just big empty shells. In our game, we have very few buildings that are empty shells. I mean, the hospital's upper stories are empty, but the downstairs you can go through. There's the little coffee shacks. You can't go inside those, but they're pretty small. Why would you want to? But most of the buildings in our game are actually real, legit buildings. You can go inside. They're fully stocked with everything, and that makes them way more expensive than the buildings that just whiz by and have nothing inside them in other games.
Can we get this is from Teague Bradshaw on YouTube. Can we get a feature in which you can listen to your survivor's unlocked story back at your base whenever you want? They feel more like tools rather than people. There's a lot of things that we'd like to do to make your NPCs
feel more like people. Yeah.
Feel more engaging and things like that. This is another engineering issue, and it's a big design issue. Geoffrey that would be probably your your sole responsibility for quite some time.
Yeah, part of the problem is the fact that to make a character really compelling, you have to make them really unique.
Time to reload.
But so that means that in a game like this where you can go through characters like crazy, you can get them killed, recruit new ones. How many different stories would you need in order to make a community that lasts 100 days and goes through 40 different characters? Would it kick you out of the story if like your 25th character that you that you recruited had the same story as your 17th? Maybe it would, and maybe having less of a story is part of what makes these characters not stand out as being so incredibly fake. Because we're not saying too much about them, which means they can't contradict each other all that much.
Yeah, that is touching on an issue that we've been sort of going back and forth on for years now about how to tell really engaging stories and still have a system-based game like we have here. And
that doesn't mean that it's impossible. We're not abdicating responsibility for trying to make that happen.
No.
It's just we have to carefully choose the right solutions that are going to get us there. And holy crap, we're out of time.
Oh,
it's almost 4:00. What the heck? Okay, well, let's pick a couple of bounties real quick. What am I doing? Actually,
one of the last questions.
Throw this save game away.
One of the last questions I saw was, can we please make Cash Beaumont's van drivable?
That's not crazy. We would have to actually build it as a real van, which I think we have not done.
It's just a prop right now, and our vehicles are the most memory-intensive single objects in the game, and obviously, in some cases, problematic physically. But that being said, that is maybe the coolest vehicle we've ever made.
Yeah, and we love that idea here. This is not the first time it's come up.
Yeah.
We've thought about it around here too, and so finding the right occasion for it is part of the we can't just do it randomly, right? It's got to be a special deal.
Yeah. Garlic burp. Yeah, we love the beards too, but we can't get any closer than this, or else the static electricity will draw us together.
Actually shock us,
forever.
All right, so we should go. But thank you so much, and remember, we should
Yep.
switch over to the play here again, and then click that contest thing.
Yeah.
So
we go.
remember, on the 24th, this thing is unlocking, and there's a contest. So pay attention. There's going to be a blog post on our website explaining all the details, and you follow us on social media, and you'll be prompted to submit a bunch of screenshots to us, and the winners are going to get enormous piles of candy and swag.
Of leftover candy
And leftover swag.
in really gross Brant's leftover
It's from trick-or-treating last year that Brant did. Yeah.
and pillows that I sleep on.
Yes. So he sleeps on
So,
them with the candy in
Good
them.
luck.
This is actually like normal pillows don't work. Brant, as he's gotten older, normal pillows have stopped working, so he's been sleeping on a pillowcase full of candy, and that's what we're going to be giving to you guys. So I'm sure Megan is thrilled that we have sold the prizes for this contest so well.
That's right. Run out there and be excited about this.
But anyway, we should get out of here. So
right.
what should we do? Should we just click this thing? Let's just
I
go.
don't know.
Let's go.
But guess what?
What?
As usual, we love you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate you guys sticking with us. Keep the wish list going. And, we really appreciate you guys coming by during the day. And sometimes the night if you're in the UK.